Hey guys, let's talk about what a microfunnel is, when and why you would want to use one, and then I will show you how to build your very own microfunnel yourselves. Let's go ahead and get into it. So what is a microfunnel? A microfunnel is just a very small funnel. It's very simple. I will put a quick diagram on screen that you can go through and just check out. And we'll go into this diagram here in just a second to just show you the few steps that there are. Basically, a microfunnel is perfect whenever you're first getting started. If you don't have a paid option or anything like that you're trying to sell right out of the gate, new YouTube channel, here, check out this offer that I have for you, or this free thing over here. It's very shiny, you can check it out, and attached to it is your microfunnel. So all somebody would basically be doing is you would send them to your microfunnel through your social media. They would land on this page, be sold on whatever your free offer is. They would sign up for it. You get their name, their email address, their phone number. They get whatever you promised them. It sends out the offer, whatever that is, whatever you're promising them. It will deliver it immediately within one email. That's the great thing about this very small, very micro funnel, is it only takes about 20 minutes to set up. You can spend more time designing your funnel page if you would like to, but overall the logic of it actually only takes about 20 minutes to set up from start to finish. Super simple, and it's a really good way to just kind of create an offer, get it out there, and start generating leads on it. So why should you use one? It can be great to just kind of get something out there. If you think you can help somebody with a problem and you start making content around whatever that problem looks like, and you don't really want to sell somebody anything, you want kind of proof of concept first, or maybe to get some leads built up, get an email list of 100 people before you actually create your first real offer that people pay for. The microfunnel is perfect for that. It is so simple that it just kills it, whatever you need it to do. It is absolutely perfect. Also, if you do use a microfunnel, most of them aren't going to sell anything because they're so small. So the whole point behind it is you can kind of be very transparent about that fact with people, saying, hey, listen, this is Sales Funnel Science. I don't have anything to sell you. If you want to learn how to make a sales funnel, feel free, link in the description down below. I'm not trying to charge you guys. I'm doing things for free, and a lot of your people out there, a lot of your viewers, a lot of your potential future customers kind of appreciate that whenever you're first starting out, because they want to test the water with you as much as you're trying to test the water with your audience and with this idea. So let's go ahead, hop over to the computer back here, and I will show you how to build your very first microfunnel using GoHighLevel. So let's get into it. All right, so to create our very first microfunnel, all we have to do right here on GoHighLevel, we are in a sub account. This is Sales Funnel Science under my agency here. All we have to do is come down to where it says Sites on the left side. Let's go ahead and go to Forms. This is just something that I like to do most of the time. I will add a form. And let's just start from scratch for the sake of this example. I like to create different forms for each of my sales funnels, right? So, and it kind of populates it for you here where you can see first, last, email, phone number. I usually try to run with this, agree to the terms of service, all of that stuff. So let's just call this sample form. And we'll just go ahead and save that. So it auto-generates it for you. These are the fields that you typically want, is first, last, email, phone. You can also do just name. If you do that, you're kind of splitting hairs. I would always do first and last personally, and then I would always require the email. I don't always require the phone, and I usually require the first name just because I like to send out emails with my email marketing that is curated. So it'll say first name. So their name is Jack. It'll say, hey, Jack. It just makes it a little bit more personal, and I like to be able to do that. So here's our first form that we've built. Super simple, very quick. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to come back over here to funnels. Let's say new funnel. You can browse a ton of templates. There's some really good ones in there depending on your niche. For the sake of this, I'm going to just make one. So we'll just call it sample funnel. Super simple. And we'll create our very first funnel over here. All right, so we want to add a step. What is the name for it? I always call this landing. I know other people have different names for it, but you can call it whatever you want, right? Typically, whatever the name is of your sample funnel, whatever it is, 3-day funnel challenge, whatever it is, you can put it in here and over here if you want. So we're just going to say landing for now. And so now we have our funnel has been created. Keep in mind, you can do A/B testing and split testing here, but we're not going to touch that for now. Let's go ahead and hop into edit our funnel. Now, keep in mind, I did say earlier that we are trying to just keep this as very simple, very fast. So for this, I'm just gonna come in here, right? We added a row. Let me quickly just show you how to do that, right? So if you have this blank page staring back at you, if you come up here and click Add Elements, it's gonna show you all of your stuff, right? So you have selections, rows, elements, global selections, and section templates. So you always want to create a section followed by a row and then an element, right? And if you do this, it'll naturally just kind of cascade you down. Let me show you. So we want full width, right? Add a row, okay? Well, you can do 1, 2, you know, whatever you want. Let's do 1. And then you can add an element. So in this case, let's say that we want a nice headline up here, and we will call it, what's a good niche for us to target for this? I've been doing a lot with the auto industry in my shorts recently, so let's just go ahead and go with that and just say, join the Ford VIP email list. Yeah, whatever you would like here. You can select this, you can scroll down here, you can make this as large as you want. So if you want it to be just massive up here across the top, that's totally fine. And then the next thing you can do, if you want to, you can also do a subheading or paragraph or pretty much anything else. Anywhere you want to take this from this point, you can do videos, images, frequently asked questions, you know, you name it. You can add timers up here, you know, whatever that looks like for you, totally fine. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and we'll probably just leave it at that for the time being. Over here, what we can do is we can add another column to add a row, split it. On the left, let's say that we want a nice image on here, and on the right, we want to tell them what they're getting, right? So here's this. I always like to do a nice little headline up here. By clicking this little up arrow, you can move it above. And so we can say, you know, when you join, here's what you'll get. Here's some stuff. You know, here's some more stuff, or whatever you want to list it at. You know, list out the benefits here, right? The idea behind join the Ford VIP email list is you're basically telling people, hey, you know, if you would like to know exactly when we get some of our best selling stuff in, all you have to do is sign up for this little email list. You're going to get a ton of value. Whenever you're ready to buy your next Ford Raptor, whenever you're ready to buy this or that, you can come in here, no problem. You know, you will be sent this email the day it comes on the truck, right? And so for a salesperson, this is a huge benefit because you have these high ticket clients, right? Who you can reach out to, and you can basically say, you know, if you join this list, right? Your list, the list that you are building, that you're marketing to, these people kind of feel special because they're like, oh, that's cool. You know, I get the, right? Ford Raptor comes in, I get the email that day. You know, it might be that night, whatever it looks like, but you can send them that email and they feel special because they're a Ford VIP. And so they're doing business with you. You know, you're getting a massive benefit because you have this list of leads who want to buy Ford Raptors, Broncos, Mustangs, whatever it is, and you are handing over this list saying, you know, hey, check this out. So you can go ahead and add your image here. You can add, you know, some details here to get people to sign up. And what we can do is if we come up here, pop-up settings, we click on this, we click on, do we need to click on add row? Let me look. Yeah, let's go ahead and click on add row. We want one column, add this. And form, there we go. And then we want to select our form. Our form is the sample form. It'll go ahead, it'll populate it here, boom, exactly how we want it. So now our form is all set up. So anytime somebody clicks on a button, or even when they land on this page, that form is going to go ahead and it's going to pop up for them. So make sure that you're, you know, constantly saving your stuff. Don't worry about your SEO right now. We might cover that in another video. I'll even go ahead and publish really quick. We can't do anything. Here's what I will do. There we go. I will do this. So yeah, so whenever you land on this page, this is kind of what you're met with. You know, obviously it looks very basic for the time being, but you can go through and you can style it all out however you would like. And there's our pop-up. It'll pop up. You can set the settings on it for 5 seconds after somebody lands. As soon as they land on the page, 10 seconds, whatever you want it to look like, you can mess with it and just kind of get the right settings for you. And so you can kind of flesh out the rest of this this pop-up, and you're like, well, you know, this is a great funnel page, but you know, we don't have any specific buttons. So, right, here's this one, click to sign up. What is this? What does this button take you to? It actually just opens the pop-up, right? So again, if we go, well, I guess it's over here. Let me go ahead and click save. And we'll just refresh this one and that button should pop up. Okay, well, I'm ready to sign up. Boom, here's this. Fill it out, right? You can put your logo up here. You can do whatever you want with the styling side of things. So let's say that this is good. Let's say you put your image in here, you mention your things, you're good to go. Make sure you hit save on it. And then all you have to do is we're going to create a quick little workflow. And so this workflow is just going to add a tag to anybody who signs up using this funnel. It's going to send them an email giving them access to whatever you promised. So let's go ahead and go to automation. And we want to create a workflow. Perfect. We'll just start from scratch. Might as well. All right, we will come in here. We want to add a new trigger as the first step. And we want to say, I think it's form. Form submitted. Perfect. What form was submitted? We want to add a filter. Select, and the form is, and we want this to be sample form, right? So anytime somebody submits a form from the sample form, it adds them into this workflow. Right? You can add multiple triggers if you would like, but now what we have to do is we just have to add another step. So let's go with a tag. We want to add a contact tag. And so the idea behind this, let's go ahead and add a new tag, or I guess I could just type it. Let's say sample form filled out, and we click add new tag, right? So save that action. So anytime somebody lands on our funnel, they fill out the form, they will be added to this workflow. What happens after they're added to this workflow is everything else in here, right? So the first thing is they get a new tag next to their name. I know that that doesn't make a ton of sense right now. Let me just quickly show you what that looks like. If we come back here, we go to contacts. You see how I have the 3-day funnel challenge as my tag? That's exactly what it'll do, but with your tag, whatever that looks like. So the significance of this is if you decide, hey, you know, this person signed up using the 3-day funnel challenge or the sample form or whatever it is, whatever tag you want, you can actually send emails out to this specific tag. And so down the road, whenever you want to actually start marketing to these people regularly, you can do it through just pulling their details through the tag. Right, so if we come back here, I want to go back into our new workflow. So usually what you would do is you would either send them access to a course or you would send them your ebook or whatever that offer is that you're giving them. But in this case, we don't really have an offer that we're giving them. We just want to tell them, hey, you know, you made it into the VIP club at Ford, you know, whatever it is. So from name, whatever you want it to be. Christian at Ford.com. Subject, welcome to the VIP list. Okay, and then down here you just say, hey, and if you want to use custom values, which I always suggest that you do, all you have to do is click on custom values, contact, full name, first name, last name. Always go with first name typically. Right, so it's going to say, hey, Dylan, hey, Jack, hey, Christian, whatever it is. You made it into the Ford VIP email list. Get ready to see all of our deals. So much more. Cheers, Christian. Okay, so all is going to happen here is we're just creating another step here. So you're basically delivering what you said you were. You're saying, hey, you're giving them confirmation saying, hey, you know, you made it into the list. You're good. We've added you to it. So what happens after this is, you know, you just kind of pull somebody's data or like this tag was added to them. So, right, what is the tag name? It's sample form filled out, right? So this could be Ford VIP, whatever it looks like, but you add this tag to them and then you send this email. And this is the whole reason why microfunnels are so good is because it's such a simple, right? One trigger, one tag is added, and then you send them an email confirmation saying, you know, hey, you're in the VIP email list or whatever it is, you know, here's your course, here's this, you know, download this, whatever you promise them, you just kind of deliver on it. And that's really it. That's really all there is to this system. And so it makes it so simple because you may not be ready to advertise to these people right away. You may not be, you know, just chomping at the bit. I want to sell this to them, you know, whatever it is, but you may be in an area where you're like, I can provide a little bit of value in exchange. I can start growing my list. And that's what microfunnels are so good at because they're just so simple. And really, if you're building your first email list, this is the perfect and the most ideal situation for you, is to just come in here, build a very simple funnel and just an automated system after the funnel, right? They sign up, they get a tag added, email delivering exactly what you promised them, and done. Whenever you're ready to market to these guys in the future, you now have all of them tagged on a list, so you know who came from what, so you can start advertising to these guys or start marketing and using your email and SMS system to just kind of grow and nurture these leads for yourself. So at the end of the day, that's really all there is to the micro funnel. It is so incredibly simple. All you have is one site, one page, and you can add a thank you page. That is completely optional. I typically always do, especially on like the 3-day funnel challenge. There's always a thank you page that you get sent to afterwards, but it's totally up to you. If you want to keep it just bare bones, as simple as humanly possible, all you need is a single page funnel. You need a form that sends people to it. And if you decide, hey, you know, for the free lead gen form up here, right, this other one that I have is fine for it. You don't even have to create your form, right? And then all you have to do is just build out that short little workflow with 3 steps in it, add a trigger, add a tag, send them whatever you promise them, and that is it. That's all you have to worry about with this micro funnel. It is incredibly useful and it is incredibly basic. This is where I started, and I actually ended up getting a ton of traffic to this funnel, and it converted extremely well because it's so simple. Now we have this list of, you know, multiple thousands of people that we can reach out to whenever we're ready to start marketing to them. Using email and SMS. It is an incredible system. I highly recommend just if you're new to funnels, if you're new to marketing, if you're new to this type of stuff, check it out. Just build yourself a nice little micro funnel and you will absolutely love it. See if you can get some leads on it. Let me know how it goes in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.